Good afternoon, South Florida. I'm Christy Kruger. Here's a look at the stories making news on this Friday for you. Police investigating a murder-suicide that happened today in Fort Lauderdale. It involved a fire. Now, last night, officers responded to reports of a shooting along Northwest 27th Terrace. When they got there, though, police say a man identified as 71-year-old Richard Kenneth McDonald armed himself with a gun and barricaded himself inside a home and then set the place on fire. He later got out of the house and fatally shot himself. But sadly, a woman was found dead inside that home. She's been identified as Gwendolyn Bass Kemp, an employee, a longtime employee with the city of Fort Lauderdale. Very sad there. And the city of Fort Lauderdale releasing a statement saying, in part, quote, "Gwen's loss is tragic and unthinkable. She was a valued employee for nearly 20 years, and our colleagues are mourning her loss deeply. Our hearts go out to her family during this difficult time, and we ask that they be given the space and time to grieve." And now to the growing tension between Governor DeSantis and Walt Disney World. The resort's iconic monorail system will now have to be inspected by the Florida Department of Transportation. Governor DeSantis signed that transportation bill yesterday, stripping Disney of its power to inspect the system that's been up and running since Magic Kingdom opened its doors back in 1971. Governor DeSantis also signed something called the Tyree Sampson Act. That is in law now. The 14-year-old fell to his death from a free-fall ride at Icon Park in Orlando in 2021. Under this new act, there will be more oversight of ride adjustments and training. The law goes into effect on July the 1st. As breaking news happens, we have you covered both on air and online. Head to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates for you all day long.